rebounding like a machine, defending like his life depended on it.
And I was that piece they wanted.
I think sometimes people think of him only for the crazy stuff and don't remember how good he was.
So they kicked the cameraman. He was really upset.
That's funny as hell, huh? Wow, people say that. I respected Michael so much what I did.
That part Dennis is lying to you about. Dennis Rodman loves Michael Jordan's dirty drawers.
We were so damn close, we should be having sex.
Causing chaos on and off the court. Dennis Rodman wasn't just a player, he was a phenomenon. He shut down superstars, grabbed rebounds over giants, and played with an intensity that made even the best players think twice. No one outworked him, no one out-hustled him, and no one could predict what he could do. His numbers don't scream superstar, yet he was one of the most important players on championship teams. So what made him so special? And how does he stack up against the all-time greats? Let's break it down. Dennis Rodman's journey to the NBA wasn't just unconventional, it was downright unbelievable. He wasn't some five-star recruit destined for greatness. In fact, at 18 years old, he was barely 5'11", and zero prospects of playing professional basketball. After high school, Rodman didn't go straight to college. Instead, he took on a job as a janitor at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, mopping floors in the middle of the night. He wasn't thinking about the NBA. He wasn't even playing organized basketball. He was just trying to figure out life. Then something crazy happened. He grew. A lot. Between the ages of 19 and 20, he shot up nearly a foot, reaching 6'7". Imagine waking up one day and realizing you can suddenly dunk. That insane growth spurt reignited his love for basketball. And for the first time, he had the size to match his hustle. With no major college offers, Rodman took a shot at Cook County College, a small junior college in Texas. He was a raw talent, relentless, aggressive, but still learning the game. He averaged 17.6 points and 13.3 rebounds per game, but academics weren't his strong suit, and he struggled to stay eligible. That's when Southeastern Oklahoma State University, an NAIA school, took a chance on him, and that's where everything changed. Rodman dominated at the NAIA level, leading the nation in rebounding and becoming a three-time All-American. His motor was unmatched, grabbing 32 rebounds in a single game at one point. Off the court, he formed an unexpected friendship with a teenager named Bryn Rich, whose family took him in. After years of instability, Rodman finally had a sense of belonging. His relentless hustle and rebounding skills caught the attention of NBA scouts. At the Portsmouth Invitational, a pre-draft showcase, he played like his life depended on it, earning MVP honors. And just like that, the Detroit Pistons took a gamble on the 25-year-old in the second round of the 1986 NBA draft. A janitor to an NBA champion. Dennis Rodman's story was just getting started. Dennis Rodman was a defensive powerhouse and rebounding maestro, earning him the nickname The Worm. Standing at 6'7", he wasn't the tallest player on the court, but his impact was monumental. Rodman had an uncanny ability to guard multiple positions, seamlessly switching from defending swift guards to towering centers. His defensive versatility was so remarkable that he could effectively match up against players ranging from Michael Jordan to Shaquille O'Neal. Rodman's defensive genius wasn't just about physicality, it was deeply rooted in his basketball intellect. He meticulously studied opponents' shooting mechanics, analyzing the ball's rotation to predict where rebounds would land. Former teammates Isaiah Thomas once recounted how Rodman observed players during warm-ups, noting the spin of their shots to anticipate rebound trajectories. His relentless energy and tenacity on the court made him a rebounding legend. Rodman led the NBA in rebounds per game for an astounding 7 consecutive seasons. From 1991 to 1992 to 1997 to 98. During the 1991 and 92 season, he averaged an incredible 18.7 rebounds per game. By the end of his career, he amassed a total of 11,954 rebounds, surpassing his combined totals for points, assists, blocks, and steals which stood at 9,425. Rodman's approach to rebounding was both scientific and strategic. He possessed an innate sense of timing and positioning, allowing him to outmaneuver taller opponents. His dedication to understanding the nuances of the game elevated his rebounding to an art form. This meticulous attention to detail and his unparalleled work ethic solidified his reputation as one of the greatest defenders and rebounders in NBA history. In essence, Dennis Rodman's defensive prowess and rebounding genius were a testament to his unique blend of athleticism, intelligence, and relentless determination. His legacy serves as an enduring example of how dedication and a deep understanding of the game's intricacies can lead to extraordinary achievements. Dennis Rodman wasn't just a player, he was a game changer. His impact on the championship teams wasn't measured in points. It was in pure hustle, rebounding, and defense. With the Detroit Pistons, he was the heartbeat of the Bad Boys defense. Detroit didn't win back-to-back titles in 1989 and 1990 because they were nice. They won because they were tough, and no one embodied that more than Rodman. He locked down some of the best scorers of his era, including Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, while grabbing rebounds like his life depended on it. He even won his first Defensive Player of the Year award in 1990. The Pistons bullied teams out of the championships, and Rodman was their enforcer. Then in 1995, Rodman landed in Chicago, a team that had just lost Horace Grant and desperately needed someone to handle the dirty work. Enter Rodman, the rebounding machine. From 1996 to 1998, he led the league in rebounds every single year and helped the Bulls win 3 straight titles. Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were the stars, but Rodman was the glue. Game after game, he frustrated opponents, diving for loose balls, wrestling for positions, and getting inside of their heads. In the 1996 finals against Seattle, he grabbed 11 offensive rebounds in a single game, a record that still stands. Rodman didn't just win, he made winning easier for his teammates. Whether it was Detroit's bruising defense or Chicago's high-flying offense, he found a way to be the X factor. No plays were drawn for him, no highlight reels focused on his scoring, but without him, those championship banners might not be hanging. That's Dennis Rodman, a player who turned rebounding into an art and made defense look just as valuable as scoring. Dennis Rodman mastered defense and rebounding like no other. While Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett balanced offense and defense, Rodman focused entirely on shutting down opponents and dominating the glass. Tim Duncan, known as the Big Fundamental, was an elite defender with 5 championships and 15 all-defensive team selections. He protected the rim, blocked shots, and controlled the paint while also scoring effortlessly. Rodman, on the other hand, had a different approach. He didn't focus on scoring, but on stopping the other team from doing so. His defensive energy and rebounding instincts made him a game changer without needing to take shots. Kevin Garnett, another defensive powerhouse, won Defensive Player of the Year in 2008 and grabbed over 14,000 rebounds in his career. He could score from mid-range, lead fast breaks, and lock down opponents. Rodman played a different role. He led the NBA in rebounding for 7 straight seasons and had an unmatched ability to track the ball off the rim. His rebounding wasn't just about athleticism. It was pure science, studying angles and predicting shots before they even missed. Rodman's defense went beyond stats. He could guard Shaquille O'Neal one game and Karl Malone the next, using strength, footwork, and relentless energy. His mind games frustrated opponents. While Duncan and Garnett brought all-around skills, Rodman specialized in the toughest parts of the game: defense, rebounding, and hustle. Each of these players left a huge mark on basketball. Duncan and Garnett could do it all, but in the art of defense and rebounding, Rodman set the gold standard. Dennis Rodman wasn't just a basketball player, he was a walking headline. One day his hair was neon green, the next it was leopard print. He had tattoos before they were mainstream in the NBA, wore wedding dresses, and partied with rock stars. And somehow, after a wild night out, he'd still grab 20 rebounds like nothing happened. The media loved him, whether it was his high-profile relationships with Madonna and Carmen Electra, his friendship with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, or his WWE appearances, Rodman knew how to stay in the spotlight. Some thought his antics distracted from his game, but his teammates knew better. Phil Jackson gave him freedom off the court, because when it was game time, Rodman would lock in. Despite all the chaos, he was a marketing genius. He turned himself into a brand, someone who couldn't be ignored. Endorsement deals, book sales, and even a reality TV career followed. Through it all, he kept winning. 5 NBA championships, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and a Hall of Fame induction proved that beneath the wild persona was an all-time great. Rodman's impact is still seen today. Players like Josh Hart and Angel Reese, both known for their rebounding energy, have paid tribute to him. His relentless hustle and defensive mindset set a standard that modern players try to match. So love him or hate him, Rodman changed the game. He showed that being different isn't a weakness, it's a superpower. If you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into basketball's most unforgettable legends.